This is our son, Sebastian. In 2021, he took half a pill he didn't know was counterfeit.
That tiny pill contained enough fentanyl to kill him almost instantly. Kids buy them on social media and share them with their friends, not realizing how dangerous they are.
Please talk to your kids about not taking anything that's not directly prescribed to them.
Our child will never get to grow up, but we want yours to be able to.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
Good morning and welcome to Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines for the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Dar Danielson here courtside with Joanna Settles as we get ready for the second Class 5A semifinal. The Cedar Falls Tigers taking on the Dowling Catholic Maroons. And Cedar Falls advancing with a win over the 2 seed Davenport North. The Dowling win over Pleasant Valley. So lowest seed left is Cedar Falls, and they're going to try to advance to play not the defending champion, but the champion who was a champion, runner-up, and trying to be champion again. So whoever wins this one's going to have a tough battle ahead. But first they focus on this one, right?
Absolutely. Today is the day that changes the destiny of these teams as they play for a 5A championship on Friday.
And they want to play for this right here, one of these hats, when they get in the championship, along with a lot of other tournament swag. So that's what they're going to be playing for. Let's take a look here at how they made it to state, that state tournament trail. We mentioned they defeated Davenport North. Cedar Falls did in the quarterfinals, 71-65. Grace Knutson, 34 points, new 5A single game tourney record with 8 3-pointers. Finley Karras had 17 points. For Dowling, 24-0. They defeated the Pleasant Valley in the quarterfinals, 53-48. Well, their record is not 20. It's 21-4 is their record. And Ava Zedeker with 29 points, 8 of 11 field goals. Caitlin Muller, 15 points, 5 of 12 from three-point range. Ellie Muller had 6 points and 10 rebounds. So that's how it kind of stacks up here today for these two teams. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more about our Seeds for Success presented by Channel Seeds. We'll have starting lineups and everything as we get ready for the second semifinal of the day here at the 2024 Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
Here at Wells Fargo Arena, the 2024 Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy. Dar Danielson, Joanna Settles, and time now to check out our channel Seeds to Success. Today's Seeds for Success brought to you by Channel. The enhanced Channel Seeds brand is here to help farmers like you up your game and rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com/rise. Joanna?
Cedar Falls wants to push the tempo, and that they do. They run a fast-paced game. It's a lot of fun to watch. They also want to take pride in their defense. That's where it all starts for the Tigers. For Dowling, they want to limit the number of turnovers they have, especially with this high-octane speed that we're about to see, and they want to out-rebound their opponent today, a key stat that they're looking at.
And both these teams, they have the big name scorer in Ava Zedeker and Grace Knutson, but they also have a supporting cast that helps them out here, and that's a big key too.
It absolutely is, but what a special matchup between these two top teams, and really it features two of the top individual athletes in the state with Zedeker and Knutson. It's a lot of fun. We're about to see a lot of points.
Yeah, I think we are. You have the Mullers helping out on the Dowling side, and then for Karis Finley, the sophomore, helping out on the Cedar Falls side. And we're seeing more underclassmen contributing here. I think I've seen several really good freshmen so far in the tournament in the games I've done too.
It's very impressive, and you can't always pick out the freshmen. It's like, what? These are freshmen? But they have so much experience. They're playing travel ball. They play in the summer. They're in the gym almost every day, which takes their game to another level quickly.
Well, the winner will meet Johnston, which cruised past Waukee 74-33 in the first semifinal to open the day here. They will meet them Friday night at 6 o'clock for the 5A title, and that'll be coming up. But we're going to take a break here, our final break before tip-off, and we'll be back and have introductions, starting lineups, all the preliminaries, and then we'll get down to playing basketball here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Dar Danielson, Joanna Settles getting ready to bring you the second semifinal of the day in Class 5A. Johnston has cruised easily in the tournament here, winning big in both their 2 games. Cedar Falls had a tight one. Dowling, fairly close one too with Pleasant Valley to advance. So both these teams have had close ball games, so there's not a one where, one had a big rest or anything. So they're both come in having played about the same here to get into this semifinal.
They have Cedar Falls played a fantastic Davenport North team, of course, their top scorer out with an injury, or that things might have gone the other way because that's a 2-7, and they were the 7th seed, so that's an upset for them to be here, and they're super excited.
And as I said, I saw Dowling early. They lost to Valley, and then they got going. Their only other losses were to Johnston, and so Cedar Falls, they just had one loss, and that was way back the 3rd game of the season. They lost to Ankeny, and then the Cedar Falls moved along there and it has had a pretty good season developing after that. So we're about ready to go to our public address announcer.
Good morning, basketball fans, and welcome to today's 2024 Girls State Basketball 5A semifinal matchup featuring the Cedar Falls Tigers and the Dowling Catholic Maroons. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to just enjoy the game. Fans, it's now time to introduce the players of today's 5A semifinal matchup. First of all, here are your non-starters and assistant coaches for the Cedar Falls Tigers. Number 1, Mackenzie Sagers. Number 2, Mackenzie Urbanek. Number 5, Maddie Deacon. Number 11, Jordan Oakland. Number 13, Laken Petrie. Number 14, Taylor Vore. Number 15, Emma Jacobs. Number 20, Kira Gleason. Number 21, Anaya Burks. And number 51, Avery Bear. Your assistant coaches, Derek Gerling, Ryan Hannum, Heidi Anderson, and Maddie Van Dyke. Now let's meet your non-starters and assistant coaches for the Dowling Catholic Maroons. Number 1, Sadie Reinhardt. Number 21, Kaylee Klein. Number 25, Madison Rice. Number 31, Emma Hazel. Number 33, Macy Harnden. Number 35, Nellie Johnson. And number 41, Sophia Anthony Bodie. Your assistant coaches, Joel Danner, Audrey Faber, Lisa Smith, Jonathan Vandera, and Logan Greiner. And now, here's your starting lineup for this 5A semifinal. For Cedar Falls at guard, a 5'6" junior number 3, Gabby Hanks. For Dowling Catholic at forward, a 5'10" junior number 5, Ellie Olson. At guard for the Tigers, a 5'10 senior, number 4, Grace Knudsen. At guard for the Maroons, a 5'11 freshman, number 11, Caitlin Muller. For Cedar Falls, at guard, a 5'6 junior, number 10, Sophie Stanek. At guard for Dowling Catholic, a 5'10 junior, number 13, Ava Zedeker. For the Tigers, at guard, a 5'10 sophomore, number 12, Karis Finley. At guard for the Maroons, a 5'9 junior, number 15, Layla Tritton. And for Cedar Falls at forward, a 6'1 junior, number 23, Grace Hannum. For Dowling Catholic at forward, a 6'2 sophomore, number 23, Ellie Muller. Head coach for the Tigers, Greg Groen, and for the Maroons, Kristen Meyer. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you our officials for today's game as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Will Dotson, Johnny Getting, Travis Carroll, and your bench official, John Morrow. All right, who's ready for state tournament basketball?
And we're ready for basketball. Before we begin today's game, we'd like to once again thank the Iowa Farm Bureau, the proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Girl. Ready to go here. Grace Hannum will step in against Ellie Muller to get it going. Cedar Falls in the dark uniforms, the tap controlled by Knudsen. Dowling in the white. And off, coming around is Finley. Finley drives down the lane, up, and loses a handle on it, and it's going to stay with Cedar Falls.
Well, she tried to scoop it, but the defense is right there. Not a high-quality shot. They luck out and get a run to one of their box sets here to try to score on the out-of-bounds play.
You set up on that box, they come across, get it into Finley all the way around. Now up top to Knudsen. She gets a high screen, dribbles around, down, pull up, and a little strong rebound on the other side by Caitlin Muller.
Good defense.
Back the other way, Zedeker takes it on the point. Dribble in, back to Muller, down the lane, scoop up and good. Good shot in traffic by Ellie Muller. Cedar Falls back the other way. Ferris comes in, gets it, loses a handle on it. Tie-up will go to Dowling. It's a pretty fast pace to start out here.
Absolutely, we'll see that the whole time. Cedar Falls just needs to settle in a little bit. Watch their defense, they extend it. Both teams have to guard the perimeter well.
Zedeker drives, kicks it outside to Olsen. She dribbles across the lane, will pull it back out, going down to post up. Muller, turn around up, no good. Rebound, pulled down by Hannum. And Knudsen throws it away, stepping in with the steal is Muller. Up quickly to Tritton.
Beautiful assist. She jumped the pass nicely, and Muller makes a great pass. You already see this tenacious defense jumping every pass. It looks like they're open. A great deflection there, didn't quite get it, but the players have to make sure they come to the ball because...
But did you notice how I handled that ball coming over toward us here?
Yes.
I protected you.
Nice, thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, let's see if Cedar Falls could settle down here. Finley backs in, spins around, looking for somebody, gets it back out. On the drive, over to Hanks. 10 seconds on the shot clock. She just throws it up against the taller player, and it worked.
That is the fourth scoop shot we've seen today.
That's one way to get around the long arms down there. Here's a long three, off, no good. Rebound, Hannum pulls it down.
good to see a follow-through. We haven't seen a follow-through yet.
Dowling some good size at 5'10", 5'11", 5'10", and 6'2". There.
But Cedar Falls matches up very well because they go 5'10", 5'10", 5'11", 6'1".
Yeah, so
both teams with a lot of height.
There's a three. Good from the outside. Stanek with the three.
Stanek had too much space there. They have to extend their defense, get a hand in her face. She can shoot lights out.
And there's a foul call. First one of the day. And that goes against Gabby Hanks. First foul of the game.
Both teams running a 5-out offense or trying to take their girl one-on-one. Maybe a little ball screen action.
Moeller over to Olsen, now back to Zediker. Zediker looking for a high screen from Moeller. Dribbles in, throws it open, wide across the floor. No good on the three by Moeller, Caitlin Moeller. Caitlin's the freshman, Ellie's the sophomore. Here's Knutson. Dribbles in the middle against Zediker, puts it up, maybe partially blocked. Put back up, no good. Rebound pulled down. Dowling's gonna push it. Zediker fakes, drives, and draws the foul. Or did she get the offensive foul? What are they gonna call here? Offensive foul on Zediker. Let's see the replay.
It was a great ball fake to get the defense, but she needed to stop and pop there before she went into two defenders who were set, especially that secondary defender was set. So an easy call for
that
the
was
officials.
Sophie Stanek who stepped in there and took the charge. So now Cedar Falls with the 1-point lead and the ball. Hannum up high, and then an offensive foul is called on Cedar Falls.
Stanek.
And that goes against Finley. So 2 team fouls against Cedar Falls. Dowling back with the ball about halfway through the first quarter here. Trailing by just 1. Zediker with it. Splits the defense, throws it up short. Muller right there for the putback. Ellie Muller gives Dowling the 1-point lead. High handoff down the lane and had to try to get it through the defense. Pulled out of there by Hannum, back, and the three is off, no good. Dowling gets the rebound.
Chances of getting swatted if you're undersized going in that lane are high.
Trenton throws it across the floor for 3, no good, and travel called on Caitlin Muller before the shot.
Yeah, she took 3 steps there. When you don't step in with your left foot, pivot foot, you can't go right, left, right, or they call that.
But they did a good job to get it around to the open player, but as you said, a little shuffle of the feet. Here comes Cedar Falls. Finley with it, now knocked away. Here's Muller. And up for the bucket, so she says, I traveled, but I got to make up for it with a steal and coast-to-coast bucket.
Yes, she's quick on defense. She loves to turn that defense into offense at the other end.
Knutson looking for a screen. Zediker all over her. Down the lane, stops, puts it up. No good. Rebound comes off to Ellie Muller. Zediker back the other way. Bounce pass up and under. Just can't quite get it to go. A little too deep on the catch for Olsen.
Yes.
Here's Finley. Finley drives in, pulls up. A little long on the jumper, battle between Muller and Hannum down there, and it's going to go off of Hannum. Zediker's doing a good job on Knutson early on defensively, isn't she?
She is. We'll see if she gets frustrated or how she responds to this. Hasn't had the best shots, but Zediker's all over her defensively. It's a great matchup.
Macy Harnden in on an IMT Insurance substitution. All substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free at IMTINS.com. Zediker on the drive, down the lane and up and good.
So quick.
Ava Zediker, not something that Cedar Falls wants to see her get heated up here as they build a 5-point lead in the first quarter, the biggest lead so far in the early going. On the drive, Finley loses it on the floor, gets it back out to Stanek. Now Finley will get it back. Drives in, 15 on the clock, goes under, gets it blocked, and then a foul is called.
She made a nice move with that step through, trying to use her pivot foot to get around the defender. They're just not able to connect.
Karis Finley with the foul, 13th foul. A little frustration on Cedar Falls right now, I think, offensively, aren't they?
It is. I don't think they're used to this size. They're trying to really push the ball. They're not even able to score in transition as much as they usually have, but look for them to keep the pressure on.
There's a steal by Gabby Hanks. She'll go down one-on-one, takes it up, and good. Gabby Hanks ends the Dowling run of 6 points and cuts the lead down to 3. Here's Zedeker, goes into the double team, pulls it back out. Muller over to Tritton. Now down the lane, Zedeker, pull up and the foul. She'll go to the line.
She caught her on the way down.
Gabby Hanks, her second. 14th foul, which could be a factor here with a minute 19 to play. Next foul will put him in the double bonus, and Zedeker goes to the free throw line and hits the first one. See the foul there on the replay. And Zedeker back to the line and hits them both. He's almost 83% free throw shooter. And the lead back up to 5 here for Dowling. 1:10 to play, first quarter. Here's Knutson.
Trying to use the ball screen to get around.
She's yet to score, but she has now. And Knutson on the board.
Hannum did a great job on the screen and then kind of gave her a lane to be able to score.
Across the top, Tritton. Muller now tried to get it into her sister, but it's blocked away there by Hannum. Cedar Falls looking for back-to-back buckets. Knutson drives, stops at the elbow, loses it, but picks it back up. Now gets it down to Hannum. She dishes off. Knutson, it's blocked. And we'll have Ellie Olson back into the lineup for an IMT insurance substitution.
Love these box sets, but it's kind of fun how Knutson and Hannum are running kind of a 2-on-2 game.
Get it in, 3 is up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Macy Harnden. Macy Harnden, in the games I've done at Dowling this year, she's really a good, solid player off the bench for them.
So key to give her team a rest.
Zedeker looks over, they're calling a play here. The shot clock is off, so they'll play it for 1. Over to Tritton, up top to Zedeker with 3 seconds to go. She'll step back, it's gonna fall short, and that'll end the first quarter. 12-9, Dowling after 1. Stick with us, it's a close one here for a trip to the state championship game at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
It's time to level up your game at Central College. More than half of Central students participate in intercollegiate athletics because Central allows you to pursue your passions and be more than a spectator. It's the best decision ever. Apply at central.edu. Impressions on the first quarter here, Joanna?
Fantastic defense, which means not a lot of points. In the last round of this tournament, Dowling Catholic scored 53 points and Cedar Falls put up 71 points. So that speaks highly of the defense of Ava Zediker and company to hold Cedar Falls to only 9 points.
Yeah, Cedar Falls will take it in to start the second quarter in the dark uniforms, Dowling in the white. Backing in is Finley, and now take it away again. Defense again, Ellie Olsen there. Here comes Zediker.
That's Dowling's 4th steal, and they have 5 blocks, so they are putting up great defensive numbers.
Zediker down the lane. They're going to call a blocking foul this time. Let's see the replay here. Yeah, she slid over just a little late there. And a foul, a push. So right away, 2 team fouls here. Just about 30 seconds into the second quarter. Again, this year, when you get 5, you shoot 2. There's no more 1-on-1. They reset it in every quarter. Here's Zediker. Drives in, pulls it back against Hannum. Now in the lane, kicks it out for 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by Hannum underneath. Grace Hannum, the 6'1" junior. Now Cedar Falls. Long 3 is off, no good. Run down over there by Finley. Back to Knutson. Stanek to Hanks. Looking to get Knutson open here.
They switched the matchup. You can see that Triton is now on Zediker. Sorry, on Knutson.
On Knutson, yeah. Zediker was on her, is what you're meant to say. Yeah,
yes.
They switched off.
Give Zediker a little break defensively because she's been shutting her down well.
Up top to Zediker. Zediker drives in, stops at the elbow, now goes, stop and go. Stanek gave her room, and she ends up getting fouled.
She had a fantastic hesitation move just to relax the defense enough to be able to blow by her with that quick step.
Zediker to shoot 2 here. Misses that one. That's a rare miss for her. Here's the replay. You just saw it there. She hesitated just enough to make the defense freeze. Zediker hits the second free throw.
Dowling Catholic drops back into their half court, man-to-man defense.
Here's Knutson with it. Knutson against Tritton, drives in, stops at the free throw line, bounce passes down low, and on the drive, Finley is fouled.
Great backdoor pass from Knutson to Finley.
And that's one of the things about the big scorers. Not only are they big scorers, they're also passers and assists. And if you pass to other people, you take the pressure off you.
Yes, Knutson averages 3.5 assists per game, but she sees the court so well, loves to push the tempo, loves to pass it really from three-point line to three-point line if she can get loose and get her team going in this transition game.
Finley makes 1 of 2 free throws here, and it's a 3-point ball game. 2 minutes into the second quarter. Zediker over to Tritton. Olsen flashed up, wanted the ball, didn't get, now poked away by Finley, and that's going to stay with Dowling. Finley and Tritton both get up off the floor. On the new floor here, nice looking new floor. Specifically for the girls tournament, no NBA three-point line out there like we had on the other one. Knocked away again by Finley. Zediker drives in, cuts the defense, and blocked by Hannum. And Cedar Falls comes away with it. Knutson pulls up for a long 3, no good. In and out. And that will stay with Cedar Falls. Gabby Hanks, the smallest player down there, but ends up battling for the rebound, and it'll go back to Cedar Falls. Another IMT insurance substitution here. Caitlin Muller back in the game. Jumper no good. Rebound pulled down by Ellie Muller. Here comes Dowling. Tritton for three. No good. Back into the middle. Outside. Muller for three. No good. And knocked away. It'll go to Cedar Falls. So Dowling has not hit a three yet. And Cedar Falls just 20% from the three-point line.
Yes, neither team shooting as well as they typically do. So lower field goal percentages from both teams.
Sophie Stanek with the only three. There she is on the drive, and she draws a foul on Tritton.
She saw an opening as she turned the corner.
And then she did a good job of kind of getting the body in there, didn't she? Drawing the contact.
She did. And she ends up at the free throw line again.
Hits the free throw. Second one is good. And we got a 1-point ball game here. 3-0 run by Cedar Falls.
Great spacing on this Maroon offense to try to get an inside-out look. Here comes the double team by Cedar Falls.
Tritton drives in, kicks it over to Zediker. Now to Muller. She spins around, decides to drive, and powers it through.
Love that move, how she looked at the basket. She was double teamed, reverse pivots away from the basket and comes back and sees the opening to score.
Ellie Muller powers it through and gives Dowling a 3-point lead back. Up top, Finley. Hannum. Now over to Knutson. She's guarded by Zediker again. She'll drive baseline. Up and good.
You don't always have to use the screen.
If you got the speed to get by. Here comes Dowling. 4 minutes to play. Second quarter. A 1-point ball game. Tritton drives in. Leaves it at the free throw line. Olsen thought about it, decided not to shoot there. Gets it over to Caitlin Muller. She'll drive the lane and gets blocked by Hannum. Tritton gets the rebound. Now tried to get it into Ellie Muller, and the travel's called.
Yes, Hannum is taking up a lot of space, causing havoc in the paint for the Maroons, who are unable to even get a shot up there.
And some good help defense inside.
They're doubling and recovering well.
So here comes Knutson. Cedar Falls could take the lead here with the bucket. Knutson up high, guarded by Zediker. It's been a great matchup. There's a three, no good. Off the other side, Muller gets a handle on it, Ellie Muller, and she'll get it out to Tritton. Up ahead, Zediker. Right side three, good for Caitlin Muller.
Zediker drew two, has the nice assist, finding her teammate open in the corner.
Lead up to 4. The biggest lead for Dowling's been 5. There's a nice drive through the contact by Stanek.
She earned every point on that one. That was highly contested, and she puts it up for 2.
And then a foul call. That's Stanek's third personal. Or excuse me, that's Finley. Third.
Yeah, she'll have to sit.
And in for her is Mackenzie Urbanik for an IMT insurance substitution. Now Macy Harnden directing traffic. Gets it to Caitlin Muller, back up top.
Urbanik trying to face guard Zediker and not letting her get the ball back once she gave it up.
Olsen looking for Muller underneath, gets it to her, up and good. Ellie Muller powers it through.
She doesn't, she was patient because Hannah was flying through trying to block her.
And what do you have, a violation on the end line down there?
A quick turnover gives it back to Des Moines, or to Dowling Catholic.
Muller out to Muller. And Zedeker will take it. Back over to Zedeker. Quickly close on her, knowing she's a 3-point threat. Well, Muller shot it and Muller rebounded it. You don't see Ella Muller shoot a lot of 3-pointers, but she will. We hit the 2-minute mark here, first half. Dowling hanging on to a 4-point lead. That one slapped away by Knutson with the steal.
Knutson looking to run, but doesn't have the numbers.
Stop and go, pull up. Good by Knutson.
That's what she does so well, is score in transition.
2-point ball game. Cedar Falls trailing Dowling in this 5A semifinal. Zedeker down the lane, cuts the defense and in again. Why does that look so easy?
Well, she used the ball screen. They had to switch defensively, and then she got a step on her. And if she has a step, she's so quick off the dribble.
It's like a running back. You see that hole immediately and pop through it, don't you?
Yes, she does.
Over on the left side to Static. 1:10 to play here. Lead back up to 4. Knutson with it now. She gets a screen from Hanneman. 3! Knutson hits from long range. 1-point ball game again.
Hannum set that screen at the right angle to give Knutson the angle that she needed to free up for a good look for 3.
Zedeker with it. Drives up again and good. Zedeker responds.
3 girls tried to stop her and were unable to do so. She's crafty.
Dowling up by 3. Shot clock off here. The Tigers can take the last shot if they want it. Down the lane, up and good. The little runner goes for Hanks. And now Dowling has a chance for the final shot here.
Shot clock's off, 12 seconds to go.
Out top to Harnden. Over to Zedeker with 5. Zedeker drives in, step back, shoots it. Oh, and it's off. And that'll do it for the first half. A 1-point ball game. We've got a good one here for a chance to advance to the state title matchup with Johnston. We'll take a break, come back, talk a little bit about the first half, and then have another special message for you coming up at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Slade's the place for you!
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by MidAmerican Energy. Darn Danielson, Joanna Settles. Let's talk a little bit about that first half. Back and forth, a lot of defense, but You got the Zedekar with 9, Knutson with 9 there. They started getting heating up, both of them in the ball game. So your impressions on that first half?
You know, it started off with a lower shooting percentage than they're used to, than we wanted to see. But things have started heating up, which is awesome. They're hitting some shots, but they're using their ball screens or not using their ball screens to set up for easier, higher percentage shots. Zedekar has 9, her average is 19, so she's halfway home. Grace Knutson has been just almost shut down defensively until the last few minutes. She averages 23 points, so they'll have to continue to contain her, not let her loose, or she can really take this game over.
And it seems like she's been getting her points a little bit on the transition when she gets out and gets a screen instead of driving, because Zedekar's been playing her pretty good on the drive, seems like.
She sure has. She scored in transition, kind of stop and pop in the lane. She used the screen and was open on a three-point shot, and then she didn't use that screen, went baseline and scored for 2. So she's so versatile, loves to score, loves to pass well, looking for great things in the second half.
All right, time now to take a moment to once again thank our title sponsor, the Iowa Farm Bureau, for their support of the state basketball tournament. Earlier this week, the IGHSAU had the chance to speak with Farm Bureau President Brent Johnson to learn more about the Iowa Farm Bureau support of the Iowa Girls Union and student athletes across the state.
Thanks for joining us for the 2024 Girls State Basketball Tournament. I'm Matt Hominoff with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We want to thank all of our partners for all the great support we get from around the state. None more important than our proud title sponsor, Iowa Farm Bureau. With me today is the president of the Iowa Farm Bureau, Brent Johnson. Thanks for joining us, Brent.
Yep.
Why does the Iowa Farm Bureau feel so strongly about supporting the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and our tournament games?
Well, Matt, the Iowa Farm Bureau has been the title sponsor for the Girls Union now for 19 years. And once again, very proud to be a part of this year's state girls basketball tournament. And, you know, this tournament highlights the work ethic, teamwork, resilience, and dedication that these girls have contributed for a year's worth of dedication to their craft. And just like that same spirit, the Iowa farmers are the best in what they do across this entire country, not only in production, but also in conservation. And you put all that together, and there's a lot here to celebrate.
Yeah. Your support for the IGHSAU goes beyond youth and education. What other support does the Iowa Farm Bureau provide Iowa's youth?
Yeah. Well, Matt, here at Farm Bureau, we believe that today's youth is tomorrow's leaders, and we're proud to support them in many different ways. One of those is by our scholarship program. Every single year, we give nearly $500,000 across the entire state to those kids so that they can continue their education at a higher level. We've also partnered with the Girls Union and the Boys Association now for several years to offer concussion insurance for those student athletes who compete in sanctioned sports across the entire state so that they can do so at a high level and feel safe doing so. And that is at no cost to that student or their families. Third, we've given teachers across the state nearly $500,000 so that they can properly equip their classrooms to do their jobs better. And most recently, just last year, the Iowa Farm Bureau gave the Iowa FFA Foundation $1 million so that they can properly place ag teachers and ensure that students across the state have an exposure to agriculture and how it affects their lives every day.
Yeah, so the students participating in this year's tournament are taking home some pretty neat souvenirs. But one new item that they're taking home are the championship ball caps. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh, absolutely. You know, the girls who are competing at this year's tournament are actually taking home quite a bit of swag this year. Of course, we have the bag tags and the signature basketballs that the girls have been used to seeing over the years. But this year, we've added a championship ball cap so that those girls who actually win the tournament have an extra souvenir to remember that if they put their minds to it, they can accomplish anything.
Well, thanks again, Brent, for both your and everyone at Iowa Farm Bureau's support of the Iowa girl over the years.
In Iowa, we grow corn. A lot of corn. Corn is what supports us. It feeds our livestock, it fuels our vehicles, and powers our state. It nourishes our families. A cash crop? Yeah, but it's way more than that. Corn sustains us. It's who we are. Without it, we'd just be Well, you get the picture. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
The thing I love about Clark is that you're never just one thing. I'm not just a student. I'm a future doctor. I'm an athlete on a history-making team. I'm a community member supporting the causes I care about. I'm a friend, a neighbor, a leader. At Clark, you can become anything. What will you be? Be you at CU.
We're at halftime of the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. And time to remind you that the official state tournament merchandise is now available online. You can get your smartphones out and scan the QR code you see there on the screen, or you can visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Halftime here, a 1-point ball game. Dowling over Cedar Falls, 24-23. Dar Danielson here with Joanna Settles. And Joanna, one of the things that sticks out is blocks, 5 for Dowling. And otherwise, a lot of the stats are fairly similar in this ball game.
They are a lot of balanced scoring. All 5 of those blocks came in the first quarter. But the balanced scoring is helping both teams. You look for those stars really to rise up as they go, but not the best shooting percentage so far. Between the two teams, they are 3 for 14, which is only 21% from 3. Look for that percentage for both teams to increase from 3.
Yeah, and as you look at it, the foul situation, 3 for Karis Finley, 2 for Grace Hannum, and 2 for Gabby Hanks. You see the stats right there on the graphic. Free throws are even. The three-point percentage, neither team has really heated it up from three-point range. Just 1 for Dowling, 2 for Cedar Falls, 10 of 23 from the floor for Dowling. And let's see, what's the points in the paint?
Points in the paint, that's where you see a big differential there.
Yeah, that's the big one there, where you
Dowling.
See the change. 8 more, and that's Zediker taking it to the basket a lot too. And
she's gone right-handed, so look for them to overplay her right hand. They need to force her left and see what she can do the other way.
And then she was doing good double duty guarding Knutson rather for a majority of the time there. She did a real good job defensively on her.
She did. She is so quick. It's awesome to watch her. Of course, she will continue playing in college, but really fun to see how quick she is. She's a great defender and moves so quickly, as we've seen, around her defender in a one-on-one situation and can score against anyone.
And as we know so often in these big games, the big stars step up in the second half late in the game. So we'll be watching for Knutson or Zediker and even Muller, to step up here for Dowling and also Finley for Cedar Falls. Finley has 3 points? She's had the 3 fouls, so she's been saddled with a little bit of foul trouble there, but we'll see who does step up here in the second half.
Yes, at halftime, Dowling Catholic's coach, Kristen Meyer, re-emphasized we cannot let Knutson get loose at all, so keep that intensity on the defense at all times and know where number 4 is for Cedar Falls.
And I know Coach grown for Cedar Falls. He's waiting on a new baby coming in. I'm not sure what the baby watch is yet, but I think it was supposed to be any time here, so we'll have to see what happens with that. And Cedar Falls, they're one of those schools too. They're building a new high school, so in the fall we'll have a brand new high school they're moving into. And I first starting out and doing sports and stuff, did a few games over there in Cedar Falls, and it's kind of fun. And you get the new high school. We're seeing them here in the Metro just because of the size of things.
Yes.
But
it's
anyway.
so fun to play in a new gym, the new smell. It's always great to have another gym. There's so many youth programs. You can never have enough gyms. You're always fighting for gym time, so you don't have to get the 9 o'clock slot.
Yeah. Well, clock winding down here as we get ready for the second half. The winner of this one will meet Johnston, a 74-33 winner over Waukee, and the first game of the day here. They will meet them in the championship matchup at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Is this Thursday already? It seems like
it's Thursday. It's Thursday.
And it's an extra day, and it's leap day in February. So who's going to leap into the championship, I guess we could say, here in the second half, right?
We'll see. A couple other things to look for. You can't talk about Iowa girls basketball and the Iowa girl without mentioning the phenom, Caitlin Clark. Of course, she is a Dowling Catholic grad. What effect has she had on? Let me list a few that we've seen in this game today. Number one, the range. Look at how deep some of these girls are shooting the ball. They're pushing the ball in transition. We've seen step back threes, taking risks, not being scared of a turnover.
There's Muller for three.
There's a freshman. She's like, you start from three. That's awesome. And the biggest impact that Caitlin Clark has had on is this Dowling team, because she's one of them. They've known her. She's went to the same elementary and middle school that they have, and that's the Caitlin Clark effect.
Muller gets the rebound, gets it out. Muller shoots the three. Good! Back to back by Caitlin Muller. Off the assist from her sister.
She's got 2 threes, and there it comes, that awesome chant. She's a freshman.
And they build the lead to 7 on a quick 6-0 run behind Caitlin Muller's outside shooting here. So Cedar Falls now on the attack. Finley drives in, and the foul, I think, will go against Tritton.
Most teams are forcing that baseline, but when Finley sees that, she wants to go. Defensively, you think that's another defender for your team, but when they can turn the corner, try to get their shoulders parallel with the backboard, it works well, and she finds herself, she's done the best job of everyone. Here she is again, turning the corner, trying to get around, create some space, goes up strong, finds herself making a free throw shot.
And she's now 4 of 5 from the free throw line. And makes it a 6-point ball game. Zedeker drives in, looking for somewhere to go with it. Caitlin Muller comes over. Cross to Tritton. Now back to Zedeker, 15 on the shot clock.
Right, you see a little zone action.
Caitlin powers it into Ellie Muller, and she draws the foul. That'd be Knutson. Her first personal, second team foul here on Cedar Falls.
Cedar Falls looking for a way to slow down the Maroons. They come out with a pressure defense, a zone, trying to force Zedeker especially to go to her left hand.
And now the first 2 free throws by Ellie Muller. She hits them both. And 8-point ball game. There's a drive by Knutson, up and good.
I don't know if we need a shot clock in this game. They score so quickly. I don't even think, one time has it gone below 10 seconds?
Yeah, and we haven't had any shot clock violation, that's for sure. Zedeker over to Muller, Caitlin Muller.
I think Knutson tries to score in the first, 3 seconds when she crosses half court?
When she gets it, yeah. She likes to get it up fast. Now Zedeker inside to Olsen, 10 seconds. Tritton for 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Finley. Here comes Cedar Falls, trailing by 6. There's a 3, good! By Gabby Hanks.
Gabby Hanks doing it on both ends of the floor, playing some great defense, stepping out and hitting the 3.
Cuts the lead in half. Here's Zedeker. Down to Tritton. She drives baseline, tries to throw it across. It's tipped out by Cedar Falls.
You can't leave Muller alone in the corner. She's already sank 2 threes in this half.
The freshman averaging 11.6. She's got 11 right now, so she's right about her average. And 6 of those coming here just in the last couple minutes with the 2 threes. Here's Zedeker, guarded by Hannum. A little bit of a mismatch there, size-wise. Now Cedar Falls jumps out on Zedeker, hits the 3.
Fearless, 6'1", guarding you, I don't care, put it up, splash it through. There's a tough dribble drive. Scoring quickly is Knutson.
Knutson back the other way with it, yeah. 35-31. Down the lane, Zedeker, runner is short. She gets her own rebound. She'll pull it back out. Drive through the middle of the lane again, lob it up off the glass and good. Well, so far Dowling answering every Cedar Falls attack. There's Knutson against Zediker, gets it off. Stanek drives in, kicks it outside to Hanks for three. Good! Gabby Hanks.
Playing great ball. Hit one from the left side, hit one from the right.
Scoring heating up for both teams here.
So much for the poor shooting percentage from three.
Zediker with it now against Finley. Takes her left side, up, no good. Put back Muller. They're going to call a foul on the rebound. That might be against Hannum there.
I like what Cedar Falls is trying to do there. Again, they forced her left. She didn't splash it through right away. Obviously, her dribble drive ends her up at the free throw line.
Grace Hannum's third personal, and Zediker misses the free throw.
Coaches are talking about what to do. Do you leave Hannum in or not? 4 minutes left to go in this third quarter. There's a lot of ball to play.
And Zediker, rare double miss from the free throw line. For her, Cedar Falls a chance to cut it in. Knutson gets blocked by Muller. Muller will bring it up. Takes it all the way down. Nobody stops her. She drives into traffic. And I don't think that was Hannum, but that was close to her fourth foul there.
No, they're glad it's on Stanek and not Hannum.
Yeah, Sophie Stanek will get her second. Third team foul on Cedar Falls. Dowling wants a timeout here. We'll take a break at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson, Joanna settles in the outside shooting. Dowling just 1 3 in the first half. They come out early with a couple threes here in the third quarter.
Yes, the shooting percentage is higher. We expected that. We hope for that, and it's coming true. Let's just talk about how great these players are. Let's look back at Grace Knutson. She's one of the best that there has ever been from Cedar Falls. She does a little bit of everything, but she's headed to Drake, so awesome to keep her in the state. She scored 44 points in the game against Iowa City West, and in that game she was 13 of 17 from 3-point range, so look for her to continue to score points.
Knutson with 13 right now. About halfway through the third quarter, and Muller to the line to shoot 2. That's Ellie Muller, the sophomore. And that's her first free throw of the day. And she hits them both. Cedar Falls has not been able to get on a little bit of a run here yet. It seems like Dowling answers every time. Here's a jumper, good. Long two by Finley.
It's a tough shot. She put it up. She didn't even have a lot of arch on that. You don't see that shot, those mid-range jumpers.
Yeah,
so.
not many. It's either behind the three or you take it to the hole, but
it's refreshing to see.
Back down to a 3-point lead. Zediker takes it off the handoff there. She goes against Knutson. Looking for a screen there from Olsen. Now takes her left. Good defense by Knutson. In from behind. Stanek just about got the poke away, but caught her arm.
She did.
And picks up the personal.
Yeah, Zediker did a great job of taking big pivot steps. She kept moving, and drew the foul. Because she was kind of dead meat.
She's the third Tiger with 3 fouls, and there are 4 team fouls with 3 to play. So Dowling on the next foul that's not offensive will be in the double bonus. Zediker lob into Muller, turnaround off the basket. Good defense in there. They get it back though. Zediker for 3, good! Ava Zediker from long range.
With a hand in her face.
Spinning, turning, looking. Threw it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Tritton.
Yeah, the defense of Katie Muller definitely changed the shot that she wanted to take, so great defense by Dowling.
Zediker with 17 has the ball in her hands, gets it over to Tritton. Looking for Muller to posting up there against Hannum.
Surprised the coaches aren't saying, get that in there. She falls,
with her 3 fouls.
Three fouls. I'd get it in to number 23.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Good defense by Hank. Zediker drives the lane, no good. And Knutson pulls it down. The first time we've seen him really have to rush the ball against the shot clock. Back over to Knutson, drives over Muller. Oh, in and out. Muller rebounds it.
I love how quickly Grace Knutson gets her eyes up. As soon as she gets the rebound in transition, she is looking down the court.
Muller for 3. Ellie Muller pops the 3. Dowling feeling it from long range here. In the third quarter, lead up to 9, their biggest lead. Cedar Falls lobbed into Hannum. She goes up, has it blocked by Muller. They get it back. 3, no good by Gabby Hanks. And Dowling pushing the pace. Now Zediker will pull it out.
And the 4 out with that 1 in with Ellie Muller on the weak side block.
Zediker switches over. Takes a 3! Ava Zediker, another 3.
My goodness, get your umbrella out. It is raining threes here at Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines.
The lead is up to 12, after that 3, and full timeout. So we'll take a break here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Dowling has hit 3 threes here in the last few minutes to take a 12-point lead over Cedar Falls. Joanna, Cedar Falls needs to find Knutson a little more, get her going. Zediker's got heated up, and Muller, now they need to get some more open shots for Knutson.
Definitely, somebody's got to get fired up, get going. If they double her, she's going to have to go down to Hannum and try to find some points. But in this third quarter so far, it is 24-13 advantage to Dowling. They are out shooting and outscoring Cedar Falls big time.
Cedar Falls will take it with 1:05 to play. Cedar Falls also has 4 team fouls, so the next one Dowling would be shooting. Up top, they rotate it over. Finley trying to get Knutson. Zediker on her, getting a screen from Hannum, and then a foul called.
She's got her hand on her waist. You can hear the controversy there, but there really isn't much controversy. If you have your hand on the player, it's a foul.
So Zediker charged with the foul, much to the delight of the Cedar Falls fans behind us. And here we go. There hasn't been a whole lot of tough physical contact here. Now there's a quick foul on Tritton.
That was quick. There's not, because everybody's running a 5 out and there's so much spacing. Both teams are doing a great job of keeping their spacing, allowing their teammates to turn the corner and score in the paint.
Gabby Hanks will throw it in. They get it over to Mackenzie Urbanek. Now here's Knutson. Guarded by Zediker. She drives in. Spins off the glass. No good. Battle. Hannum pulls it down, battling Muller for it. And Cedar Falls gets another shot. Shot clock off.
Hannum, good patience off the rebound. Tried to pass it to 2 other girls and waited for a clean look.
Lob down low to Finley. Finley dribbles around through and loses the handle on it. Muller picks it up. Now Dowling has a shot with 7 seconds on the shot clock, or on the game clock, excuse me. Kick it out for 3, no good. Rebound, put back Tritton at the buzzer. Oh man.
What a headsy play by Layla Tritton to get 2 more. A great penetration by Zedeker as she kicked out, and the offensive rebound gives all the momentum to Dowling Catholic. And here we see it again. There's Zedeker hoping for the assist. The miss on the 3-point. Up and in without touching the ground.
Hang on, fourth quarter coming up. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sun-kissed orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
We start the fourth quarter, 5A semifinal, the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Dowling outscored Cedar Falls 26-13 in the third. Up and under, no good. Rebound by Muller. As Cedar Falls started out with the ball, they get it up ahead to Tritton. Now back out to Zedeker.
This is a big lead that they have. They want to use the whole shot clock. They're not in a hurry to score.
And that goes awry there and out of bounds.
Much easier to laugh about that when you're up 14.
Yeah, and Zedeker couldn't believe it. She rarely makes turnovers, but Cedar Falls a chance here, an opening. Down the lane is a block by Tritton, blocks the shot of Stanek.
Look for Knutson to get open off this out-of-bounds play. They'll set a screen for her.
Knutson with 13. Shot up, no good. Rebound. It'll be a tie-up that will go to Dowling.
That's a frustrating play as a coach. It's almost a decoy to bring Knutson through that double screen and then drop Finley to the weak side. It was an easy bucket that she was unable to convert on.
Well, Dowling shot 14.3% from three-point range in the first half. They're up to 44% as we started the fourth quarter. So that's the big turnaround. We see the outside shot for Dowling.
It is much more fun to watch. As we look at the points in the paint differential, it's a +10 for Dowling. They have 22 points they have 22 points and Cedar Falls only has 12. So a big difference there, as well as second chance points. Dowling has 12 second chance points compared to Cedar Falls' 0. So those offensive
into Muller, scoop shot. Scoop shot as the clock is running down, and Muller gets the bucket.
That's what Knutson does. She loves to push the tempo. She's taking those extra risks, and with those risks, sometimes there is a turnover.
So a 16-point lead for Dowling. And they have the ball. Here's Harnden. Gets it to Caitlin Muller. She's the freshman. There's Zedeker. Zedeker only a junior, too. Behind the back, nice move there.
Good pressure.
Rotated over Muller for three. No good. Long rebound, though, comes out to Olsen. And a new shot clock for Dowling, which is exactly what they want with the lead.
Again, another big offensive board.
Zedeker. Dowling just working it here. Zedeker looked at the three, now drives in. To Tritton. Inside, picked up by Hannum.
Great defense by Cedar Falls. They doubled that, came away with a steal.
Here's Knutson. Knutson drives against Zedeker. Up and short. Rebound by Hannum, and she's fouled. I think that will go against Olson.
Knutson has faced some tough defenders this year, but none has been as tough as Ava Zediker, doing a great job defensively. Not a lot of numbers to go with that, except for the lower shooting percentage and total from Knutson.
Ellie Muller back in here at an IMT Insurance substitution. Running jumper is good by Knutson. Cedar Falls needs to force some turnovers. Right now, Dowling is just stretching out. Throw it back into Olson.
Olson not looking to score. Knowing her role.
Cedar Falls still sagging back on defense here quite a bit. 6 on the shot clock, blocked. The shot is blocked there by Finley. And now here comes Knutson with it. Looking to ignite the change, and then there's a quick reach by Zediker, called for the foul again. That'll be the third on Zediker. Second team foul. So they've been calling that a lot tighter here in the second half. There's Knutson with it again, looking for the high screen from Hannum. Gets it through, now takes it in, one-on-one against Muller. Oh, almost got it to go. Rebounded by Olson.
It's a tall defender to get around that, but they didn't give Knutson a single. They gave her a double screen to try to get her an open look.
Here's Zediker. Gets it over to Klein. Oh, nice move underneath. Can't complete it, but Muller somehow got between the double team down low. That'll stay with Cedar Falls. Tritton coming back in for an IMT Insurance substitution. And Kaylee Klein will go to the bench. Her and Muller are on that runner-up state championship volleyball team. The runner-up volleyball team, I should say. Here's the drive by Cedar Falls. Now up and blocked by Muller. Rebound Hannum, gets it back up. Finley can't get the shot to go. Now knocked away, and you're going to say it's going to stay with Cedar Falls.
Good hustle by Finley to try to get her hands on it.
Had to wait to see who was laying on the line and who wasn't down there. Let's see a look at this. And Cedar Falls will take a timeout. We'll take a break here too at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
At American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back at the Girls State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Iowa Bankers Association is the proud sponsor of the Parade of Champions and the Iowa Student Achievement Award. Look for those here during the coverage of the tournament. Right now we got about halfway through the fourth quarter, and it's a Dowling lead here. Joanna, what do the Cedar Falls have to do to get back in this one?
Look for them to continue to set screens and get the ball to Knutson. That's what they've done successfully all year, and they'll continue to do that. They want to capitalize on everything that they can, including an out-of-bounds set.
So they will have it under the basket here.
Offensive rebounds are key as well. If they don't put it up the first time, they have to crash the boards.
Out to Stanek, looking for Knutson. Now over to Finley. Finley drives in, and foul is called.
Finley's had some great moves. She hasn't finished some of those as of recently. So for her to continue to score helps the balance of this Tiger team.
Free throw good by Finley. That's Tritton's fourth foul. And the second free throw coming is good. Makes it a 12-point lead here with 3:40 to play. Dowling with the ball now. Looking to trap Zedeker. She gets it across. Over to the left side for three. Good by Macy Harnden. And Dowling just continues to answer. Knutson for three. It's off. They're going to try to run it down. They save it, but Dowling's right there to pick it up.
That is Dowling Catholic's 8th three-pointer of the game.
Made just one in the first half, so 7 of those coming here in the second. Now they'll pull it out again. Muller to Zedeker. She pulls up and hits the two just inside the three-point range.
Yeah, she lined that ball up nicely. We had a straight line to the basket, and her follow-through, her shot looked great.
Oh, nice move by Knutson, and the three! Knutson!
That's D1 right there. There's a reason she's playing at Drake next year.
Crossover, you break the ankles of the defender and then put it up for three. Here's Zedeker down the lane, kicks out. Harnden for three, no good. Rebound, Ellie Muller. Zedeker looked at the three, now drives, and she'll be fouled. I think that'll go against Finley, which would be her 4th. And that'll be the first team foul on Cedar Falls. Up top to Olsen. Down the cut to Muller and good. Ellie Muller off the assist by Olsen.
Beautiful back cut for an easy 2.
Here's Knutson. Has it knocked away by Zedeker.
Zedeker so quick off the dribble, so quick defensively, but she's got bounce too. That was a quick hop for a block.
Tried to sneak it inside there, this time gets knocked away. Here comes Cedar Falls. Hanks goes down, kicks it out. Knutson, no, gets her own rebound. Inside, good. So follows her shot, ends up with the 2 instead of the 3. And here comes Dowling. Caitlin Muller. Cedar Falls wants to foul. They have 4 to give here. Shot off, no good. Hanks with the rebound, coming down. Harden chasing her. Hanks drives it in, up against Muller. She was looking for the foul, but that was 5-6 against 6-2. That's not a great matchup. Now Dowling is sending in wholesale substitutions.
Both teams clear their benches.
1:09 to play.
Standing ovation from both teams, all their fans, family, classmates.
No, clear the benches for IMT Insurance substitution. That is Avery Bear, had it. Now over to Deacon. On the drive is Burks. And out of bounds to Dowling with a minute to go. Setting up for a Dowling-Johnston title matchup. And yeah, that's the thing right now. The good news is that they lost both games to them, I believe, didn't they? Yeah.
They did, but it's hard to win 3 times.
Yeah, and it was a closer game the second time. I know they say that, but we'll see. Underneath, nice look, and it's just off. Rebound comes off to Avery Bear.
Johnston held them to 31 points when they won 43-31.
There's a 3 by Bear.
That's a big smile.
She turns, gives the 3 sign. And we'll see a few more substitutes into the ball game. For Dowling, Emma Hazel's in there. Also, Madison Rice is in there. Sophia Anthony Bodie is in. Let's see who else we got in there. We got Sadie Reinhardt is in. Nellie Johnson is in. Cedar Falls sending in some more. Laura Petrie, Taylor Vorey. Mackenzie Sagers coming in there.
Just list them all because they had 5. They went with 5 more, and they said, who do we go in for? Well, there's another 5, so all 15 are in the game now.
Just the line change, so everybody getting a little state tournament time here. And on the drive, the kick out. Back cut underneath there. Bear battling on defense. She knocks it away. Mackenzie Sagers comes out of there with it. 6 seconds. Long 3. Whoa, almost hit it at the buzzer. And that'll do it. Dowling on to the championship to meet Johnston in the third-time matchup. Now that third quarter, Dowling started hitting the long range, Joanna, and pulled away.
They sure did. The third quarter was the difference. It was a 1-point game at halftime. And then Dowling came out in the second half. They hit 6 3-pointers and blew this game open. They scored 26 points in the third quarter. They only had 24 in the first 2. So whatever that halftime talk was by Coach Kristen Meyer and her incredible staff. They have over 100 years of experience on that staff. Fantastic.
Commemorative basketball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU, our Executive Director, Gene Berger, and Basketball Administrator, Gary Ross. Congratulations to head coach Greg Groen and the Tigers from Cedar Falls on an outstanding basketball season. You have a number? And now Ellie Muller will advance her team to the next round on the official bracket at center court. Dowling Catholic fans, your team advances to the 5A championship and will play Johnston on Friday at 6 p.m. for a state title. Fans, on behalf of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, we thank you for coming out today and supporting your favorite team. As a reminder, please exit our arena so we can prepare for our next game. Tickets for the next round can be purchased online and delivered straight to your mobile device.
So Dowling takes control in the second half after leading by 1 at the half. They come out and end up winning here today over Cedar Falls to advance to the title matchup. Joanna, and you mentioned it, that big third quarter with the threes kind of propelled them out there. Cedar Falls, a fine season, though 23-2 they finish up on the season.
Yeah, a lot to be proud of if you're from Cedar Falls. Grace Knutson and company with a great performance this week as their season comes to an end. But it was all Maroons in that third quarter and beyond, led by the superstar junior on the offensive and defensive end, Ava Zedeker.
Well, can Dowling win matchup number 3, or will Johnston cruise on through to the title? We'll find that out tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Thanks to Joanna Settles. Thanks to Jose running the controls here today. I'm Dar Danielson. That wraps it up at the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.